And then it's for benefit and pensions card, first of all we go to. Because we can do a transfer for this person because the scheme change isn't effective until the following period. So we can keep them in Lite SS from November and then end date it. So you go, so it's the scheme with 3 dots, edit, delete, it's not deleting it, don't worry, end date, and then end date it as at the 30th of November. So you can see the end date there. Make sure any ABCs are end dated as well if they've got them. And then go to the first date of a new period, add, and then you decide which scheme I need to go into. I've got a spreadsheet for that. So you can check there, a few things to check. Should all be found in these 2 tabs, employment and persons. So you check the the pension category, and you see that it's hospital, colleague, non-classic, and I've got a guide for that. So you look for the work category or pension category in this column. You can see there it's enhanced SPR01, which is the most common scheme you'll see. And this scheme, the employer contribution for this scheme is age-based, so you just need to check how old they are. You can do this from the date of birth. So that person's will be over 46, which is the highest banding, which means they get 8% contribution. So with that being said, you can go back to the calculation card, add relevant scheme from the effective date of pay period, update the code. I just normally do the first number of a letter, and then the employer contribution is typed as a multiple, a decimal, as opposed to 8, because that means it'll be 800%. So it's 0.08. Fill in the assignment, sort of similar to the ABC changes, and then check if they've got any ABC requests. This person hasn't, they've just put 0, but you know how to do ABCs anyway. Save and close, and then sometimes it's a bit slow on the first go. This will need to be linked to the PA Pensions Automatic Enrolment Card also. So you go here, again it's all date based, so you go to the first date of the following pay period, view assessor 3 dots, view assessor info, and copy the date. Just put it over here into a joining qualifying scheme joining date, qualifying scheme start date, and then just fill the right scheme in, and the joining method has to be transfer. If they're transferring from a previous scheme, save. And you'll probably notice when you first do this, if you've got 2 or 3 to do, it takes ages to load on the first go. Then once you've saved it, you can then fill in the link between the 2 records, benefit and pensions automatic enrolment. So that's the scheme plus the unique code that you've filled in. And then save it again, and then just double check they've got the tax reporting unit, which is there, and the assignment association, which is there. Once you've done that, you can just go back to them and close the ticket. You can tell them what they're entitled to, but that's it in a nutshell for people transferring schemes rather than going into enhanced from day one, which we'll cover probably next week when December is here. But yeah, all this will be documented. It is quite a lot, but it's a new process, so I'm here for any questions.
Yeah, that's just gonna